What's happening, people, and welcome to the Ramwin Dad podcast. I'm doing my first watch along of the press conference. Never done this before, so and it's live too, so any mistakes I make, hands up. Oh well, yeah, I mean, Rocky. Let's get stuck in, folks. Yeah, I mean, here we go. This press conference is going to be fucking wild. Anybody wants to jump in the chat? I'm not sure if anybody will even join. Does anybody know, does this thing record and then actually just stick up and just stay there? Because I hope it fucking does. Here we go. Fighters are starting to come out. Boom, boom. John Anik. Looking fly as always. See if I can get this shit shared. No? Can I not share this shit? Boom, there we go. Found it. Boom, just banging it up on Twitter, etc, etc. See if we can get some motherfuckers in this chat. How's everybody doing today? So, just dropped my daughter off at nursery. Do a little fucking rundown through this card as well, I think. Am I allowed to show this press conference, or would that be copyright as well? Am I not allowed to do that? This thing's going to be fucking wild. If the shit that Sean Strickland was coming out with yesterday has got anything to go by, this is going to be absolutely mental. They really shouldn't be giving this man a mic at times, you know what I mean? Going to get himself arrested. Get it up on Insta. Boom. Taito Avassa's coming out. Let's go, folks. Here he comes. The main man, Sean Strickland. Jeans, white t-shirt. And I bet he's got a key fucking lock on his jeans and all. It's funny they're in Australia and the times are going to be completely bloody different. But then I've still got the fights that are usual, like American time. So is it like early hours of the morning that they'll be fighting in Australia, but late at night in America? Here we go, folks. Sean sitting with his fucking cowboy hat on, down under hat, you know what I mean? Alligator teeth and everything in it. For the people, by the people in his t-shirt. Yeah, I mean, man wants to run for president, I think. Sean Strickland for president, anybody? That'd be an interesting one. No, okay. Just kind of explained it a bit. Sunday in Australia, Saturday in the States. Bit of both for the UK.
Australia, New Zealand in the house. I don't think it's just me. I think we did this. When I win, you win. We all win.
Is he giving everybody props for bringing a card to Sydney? Taito Vassal looks fucking sweet, doesn't he? Nice shirt, that, like.
Right now, right here, I don't really see anything that he has for me that I haven't seen before. But yeah, he's a dangerous man because he has nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I've taken him seriously for this camp, and I'm going to show you guys Sunday afternoon.
There's been some suggestions that this is an easy fight for you. I don't know if there are any easy fights in the UFC, but for you, how do you see this fight playing out, and what do you think you will be able to show the Sydney fans?
I will show you guys a showcase, but for now, it's all fun and games. Who wants to see a fight?
Is he saying he's going to show a showcase? Yeah, I mean, he is, to be honest. His skill set's going to be fucking levels above Strickland. But as he says, yeah, Strickland getting the crowd going. Let's fucking go, he's screaming. I love this man, he's so funny. Oh, here we go. Chinaman already. Not even 20 words out of his mouth. So Chinaman, painted nails and dog collars has been mentioned within the first fucking minute of Sean Strickland speaking. Giving him his props where it's due though, to be fair. Oh, that's like a fortune cookie shit. When you argue with a fool, knows who are watching, don't know who's who.
You almost didn't make it this time either. How nervous were you? First of all, where is my Lebanese people? Make some noise. Make some noise, my Lebanese people. Let's go. We are here in Sydney. Unfortunately, Takara France is a bitch. A fucking bitch. It's in front of me. And you are fucking guilty because Sunday, this is gonna get more.
Man, this boy's going off. The size difference of these men here in the lineup, that is crazy. Stand up. This dude's going off his nut. Kaikara France. Telling him to calm down. Shut the fuck up, he just told Izzy. Telling him to sit down. He can't crack Raz. Mate, he's got more beef for this guy. Mad Al Cape's going off. Tied to a Vasa in the middle, like, what is going on? Oh, mate. Mad Al Cape. Take a fucking bow. Holy shit.
Final question for Manel. Obviously, you are fighting Kai, you're fighting Felipe over there. You tweeted this KO is going to be brutal the other day. So what are you expecting in fighting against Felipe?
I don't expect anything for this kid. I know this kid is tough, bro. Nothing special. It's just a kid who's gonna be here to make his noise, you know?
Wow, okay, claiming his moment. He's getting booed by the fans. Should be cheering that motherfucker. That was excellent. Cheering you are a wanker, I think.
Manel, eu acho que você tá falando que não sabe, tá? I just think
Boom.
something you don't know. Okay, o que eu não sei? Lá, o que vai fazer? Lá, o que vai fazer? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Huh? Tell me. Diz lá o que eu vou fazer. Just tell me. What am I gonna do with you? Ah, right. O que eu vou fazer com você? Fala. O que eu posso dizer sobre esse cara? What can I say about this man? Nothing.
Hi, Volkov! Oh, man. I thought it was like anything from well. What's wrong with all these small guys? I do have to ask, you were supposed to fight on the contender series. Now you are fighting on the main card of the Master Game. So what has fight week been like for preparation from now?
Fiquei sabendo que você era para ter lutado nos contenders e você acabou passando para você. O que você espera dessa luta? Espero um grande show para vocês. Pode ter certeza que o público da Austrália aqui vai vibrar. Just expect a great show for you guys. You can expect the audience in Australia is going to buy it.
Fights for Austin, right? You obviously supposed to fight Justin, you're supposed to fight him in your backyard in Jacksonville. Obviously, then the way you didn't want it to. You have to fly across the world to fight him in his backyard. So I guess what are the emotions for it to face off Justin?
Yeah, man, if we're being honest, I was expecting more like Rocky 4, you know, with the Russians doing me like this. There we go. That's a little better. But now, man, I'll be honest, man, when I got out here, people have been nice to me, bro. People been coming up to me, taking pictures and shit, helping at the grocery store, helping pick up stuff. So I got nothing but love for y'all, man. Y'all can hate me if you want. I respect Justin. That's why I'm here, man. All right, I have to come over here and fight him again, but I want to fight him again. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Fuck all this TikTok bullshit, trying to start fights, bro. He's quiet. I'm kind of quiet. We fight. That's what we fucking do.
Last one for me for Justin. What type of fight are you expecting for Austin?
It doesn't matter, bro. I'm coming for the knockout, and that's your thing.
Super tattoo of Austin. Ty, these are your people. This is your home.
Yes, mate. Try getting the crowd going.
Last couple fights haven't gone your way, but is this victory going to be one of the greatest moments of your career, in your opinion?
That's the plan. I got a hard fight in front of me, but we prepared well, and I will come in and try and take Volkov's head off. What he'll be doing more.
For you, Alex,
So fight for Saito Avasa against Volkov, you know what I mean? Volkov's quite tall, he's rangy, he's got fucking mega leg kicks. He's going to need to try and close the distance and get in there. Volkov representing Stone Island. Who's booing Volkov, man? Shut up.
For sure, it'll be a really good show for everybody.
excellent colleague out there. Tyson was very amused yesterday by your nickname, the Pleasure Man. Could you tell us more about the nickname and what the fans can expect from you on Sunday?
The Pleasure Man.
What was my nickname? You want me to get the Yes. If you ask like San Pedro or fight or you ask him fight.
response to that?
The pleasure, man.
Pleasure, man. What am I supposed to say to the pleasure?
You gotta taste the pleasure. Pleasure.
Hey, I'm gonna taste the pleasure, man. That's what I'm gonna. Come on, cuz. What am I supposed to do with that?
We're gonna have a good fight. I love fighting the fight. He got fighting the fight last time.
So I want to do it in front of Sydney, but I definitely don't want to taste the pleasure, man. Just one for you, Israel. You've seen some of the photos of you from your photo shoot. You're gonna be wearing the red vest shorts, as you put it. Can you tell us the significance behind those?
It's fashion.
Just fashion for his red shorts. I knew it. I knew he was doing it for the Chinese the piece. Yeah, I mean Chinese flags obviously red, so he's saying he's just doing it for fashion and also for China, just to stick it in Sean Strickland's face.
I don't want to give you a history lesson, but it's all divine timing. It makes sense. So, ni hao sifu, why me? This question's for Sean Strickland.
There we go. Strickland on the mic.
You won the last time. There was a 93 in the UFC card numbers. It was UFC 193. That night, Holly Holm shocked the world and defeated Ronda Rousey. What makes you believe you can come in on Sunday and shock the world against Israel?
You guys, man, it's a uphill fight. Tall man, tall kickboxer, but I'm ready to give it to the fucking gods to fight the fucking Chinaman, dude.
He's gonna give it to the gods to fight the Chinaman.
Give up the fucking eye. I'm ready to get what it fucking needs to give.
Referring to Bisping giving up his eye.
I represent you guys. I represent you motherfuckers. Anytime some shit goes down, I always use my fucking platform to talk to you guys. When you guys are throwing pregnant women in fucking jail, I use my platform to talk about you guys. When China's putting people in fucking camps, I use my platform to talk about fucking China.
Why's he gotta talk about China? He's always gotta talk about China.
I want to go over and I want to win that fucking belt for you guys. And I want to bring some fucking pride back to the middleweight fucking division. So, man, I got what it fucking takes. I'm fucking ready.
Question for Israel. Israel, Sean said yesterday at the media day that he's going to embrace his inner Kelvin Gastelum. Do you believe he has that ability to show that fight that you had with Kelvin many years ago?
Yeah, I think he has the ability, but he doesn't have the chin. Kelvin's a Mexican, so they're built different. But when you talk about, you know what? I'll leave it at that. I don't think he has the chin. He just has the gas tank, maybe.
Last one. Question for Manel. Manel, is it fair to say that you get through? Is it fair to say that with a win on Sunday, you'll be chasing that fight with Kai next?
Very happy to fight it Sunday. Sunday. I just believe that the next fight for the title, but after that, I want that man, the guy got a friend. You know, I want this man.
Saying after Sunday he's wanting Kai Kara France coming from Manel Cape. I think Kai Kara France probably destroys him, to be honest with you. Bit of a bold move.
Okay, this is what you could say. You guys have to have the mentality of the champion. So you guys have to go into Italy. What happened to you? You know? It's a question.
Vocês vão ver sábado, vocês estão tendo a mentalidade de campeão. Vou jogar um jogo, fazer uma luta legal no sábado. Tem que ter mentalidade de campeão para ganhar. Vocês vão ganhar.
Então, posso falar pra vocês que eu tô aqui, eu vi vários caras correr, né, pra lutar. Eu tô aqui, eu vim provar isso, vim mostrar isso pra vocês.
So guys, made it clear that so many guys trying to, but I'm here, I'm gonna prove you all it's gonna be a fight.
Question for Israel. Israel, back in 2019, when you last fought in Australia, you delivered a devastating knockout. Is history going to repeat itself this Sunday? And does this fight show the next evolution of Israel Adesanya amongst the mixed martial artists?
Last time I did a cool dance and I knocked him out. This time I'm gonna knock him out and do another cool dance.
I reckon he's gonna twerk on him, like. Oh shit. He just told Strickland told Izzy to grow a pair of nuts and be a man, and then Izzy replies with, "When did you sign for Monster and sell your soul?" Oh, so Izzy hasn't signed with Monster. Fair. Oh, I just want to talk about Dricus Duplessis. Race baits him, he's talking about. Now he's calling him, and fucking Strickland's getting called a neo-Nazi by Israel Adesanya. This shit's about to get banging. Oh. Strickland getting deep back into his childhood. I'm not jerking my dog off. Shitting on my ex-girlfriend. Mate. As he's getting pissed off. The people are cheering for Strickland too, to be fair. Tyson Pedro on the mic.
Champion, I'm a South African champion, a Brazilian champion, a New Zealand champion. That's what's called being a world champion. And that is never going to go away. That's a world champion. So he can be whatever he wants. And yeah, you know, I think some people are still salty about UFC 243, but hey, we made history. And now who you are. We all fucking seen it. Izzy's the champion. Tell your soul against a monster.
Tell your soul against a monster. Tell him how you did it. He'll do it for China. Just screaming he's going to knock him out.
You sold your soul for a monster. You sold your soul to that monster. You gotta look in the mirror and be happy. Give me a fucking dirt bike. I fucking love monster, bro. I'm in love with monster. These motherfuckers back to motorcycle. They I'm in my prime. I am in my prime. Yeah, you're fucking prime. You calm down, fucking China. Israel, I'm curious. How does it feel dislike the show compared to like some Costa and Vittori? I don't really dislike him. He's just annoying. That's all. But again, this is it. This is his moment. Sunday out.
Let's fucking go. Fight Week Showcase. What's happening, brother? Are you watching this shit? I'm expecting it to blow up soon, like.
Everyone knows Warriors lost Sean Johnson. They're no good.
Mate, Taito Avasa's looking like the Australian Scarface up there. You know what I mean? Looks like he's about to fucking sling some dick and some crack cocaine your way, like.
How important it is for you to be representing your hometown of Sydney, but specifically Western Sydney, and I'm sure there are plenty of people in this building who are from Western Sydney. much does it mean for you to represent your people here this weekend?
Better get on it, brother.
Request.
Oh. What? Sky Bet advert in the middle of a press conference? Fuck off. Oh, Bet 365, even that. Get lost, man. You can't even skip it either. It's like a full-blown advert. Fuck me. As if they've done that. Is that it? They're calling it there? 30 minutes. That wasn't as epic as I thought it was going to be. Mate, they're just going to start squaring them off now. Yeah, man, Taffer's a fucking beast, like. Mate, that's some bullshit, that. Literally got hit with a Bet 365 advert, missed the last thing that Sean Strickland said, and now they're just going to be getting squared off. Right, cool beans. Cool fucking beans. Let's have a little jump over and do a little bit of a breakdown with this motherfucker. Is that transition going to work on a live? Did it get me there? It got me there. It should work on here. Right, folks. Here we go. UFC 293. Israel Adesanya versus Sean motherfucking Strickland. Let's scroll on down and have a little look. So we got the middleweight bout coming up. What's everybody's thoughts on this one? I think we all know Israel Adesanya is going to absolutely school Sean Strickland. He's not really got a chance yet. I mean, Israel's got too many skills. His style is too broad. He's going to be moving too much. Sean Strickland's obviously that pressure fighter. He's going to be walking him down. He's going to be having that high guard like he always has with his boxing stance. Cheers, brother. That transition is pretty sweet for a free one, isn't it? Yeah, he's going to have the high boxing stance. He's going to walk in. Yeah, I mean, one at his belly, one at the top, and he's just going to keep walking in, and he's just going to try and force his way towards Israel. But Israel's fast. He's going to be moving on his feet, and he isn't going to really give him the chance to get too close. I think he's going to stay rangy. He's going to try and work with the kicks. Sean Strickland doesn't really do much to defend leg kicks either, and we know that Izzy's got leg kicks from death, man. So he's just going to fucking keep chopping wood, keep chopping wood. As they said, and I was told by Ola last night on the Dust Up Shakedown, they want to go dick to dick, and I just don't see it. I don't think, oh yeah, I mean, Strickland's got power in his hands, so I don't think Israel's going to stand there and just trade with him in the fucking middle of the octagon or stand in the pocket and just keep trying to trade. I just don't see it going like that. But it'll be interesting to see what Strickland can do if he can pull it out the bag. Like they mentioned here in the press conference, like Holly Holm done to Ronda Rousey, like Michael Bisping done to Luke Rockhold. Can he do it? Can he pull it off? Strickland gets the upset. I'd love to see it, mate. I really would love to see it, but I just don't see it happening, if I'm honest with you. Israel's just too good, man. And like I say, he's got too many skills, too many different levels that he can go through with this. He's been training with Craig Jones, he said as well, so maybe we'll see the grappling Israel Adesanya come out. Maybe he submits him. Imagine that. That'd be the biggest upset in fucking history, I think. Even though he gets to keep the belt, it wouldn't really be an upset, but imagine him fucking submitting him. Nobody would see that one coming. So we've got Justin Taffer and Austin Lane squaring off just now. The size difference at Austin Lane is impressive. That man is very, very tall. That's probably going to make it a bit difficult. Let's go down and we'll have a little look at them as they're coming out. So why have they not done Tyson Pedro first and Anton Turkals? I never see, oh, maybe they did and I missed it, but Justin Taffer and Austin Lane. Let's check these boys out pretty quickly before they square up the next ones. Justin Taffer, obviously just beat Parker Porter, and then his fucking brother just went and beat his ass too. Manel Cape stepping up now too. Mate, if you missed that, Manel Cape went off at the start of this. Just like almost fighting with Izzy. Man's about to try and take off his glasses. Hand on the back of his head. You know what I mean? Face to face. Thought he was going to kiss him there. Is that it? The size difference there is crazy too. The height, man. Fucking hell. Manel Cape's a small dude. See how that one goes. But yeah, sorry. Taffa coming off a good couple of wins already, you know what I mean? So going into this one against Lane, but he's going to have to close that distance if he expects to get anything done. How do I get back on this shit now? I honestly can't bloody remember. How do I go back? Come on, folks. Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out here. Do. Oh, mate. I can't remember how you do this. Bang. There we go. We'll go back. Boom. Who have we got walking up next? Izzy and Sean Strickland. About to square off. Face to face. Mano a mano. They're doing this in a weird order. Like, I thought they would have just followed the card and done it in that way. Strickland screaming for the people. I love it, man. The fans are screaming Strickland's name. Wash your hands before you fight. I've seen where they've been. Talking about his dog's cock. Fucking wild. Izzy doesn't even want to hold the belt. He just wants to square up with this man, get the feel of him. Height difference isn't too fucking mad with these boys. Mate. I honestly think the fans are enjoying Sean Strickland more than they are Israel Adesanya. This is going to be interesting. Imagine Izzy loses his belt again. Right. I think that's it, folks. Press conference is over. Let's get that fucking pause so I can focus. Right. Yeah, I was going to jump on down. Obviously, I started with Israel Adesanya, Sean Strickland there. So let's just go with Tai Tuivasa then and Alexander Volkanovski. So have a quick look at this. So, wow. Tai Tuivasa obviously coming off his loss against Serial Gaines in his last fight. Have a little scroll on down. Oh, sorry, no, fucking Pavlovich. I totally forgot about Pavlovich. So he's coming off the 2 fucking fight losing streak at the moment. He's wanting to get back in there. Like I say, the size difference there between these two men was pretty fucking huge. And Alexander Volkanovski, he's coming off a win against Romanov, as well as Rosenstrike. Obviously, he got ran through by Tom Aspinall, who finished him. I think it was by Kimura or Americano, one of those. And that was last March. But again, massive size difference for Alexander Volkov versus Tai Tuivasa. Tai Tuivasa is going to have to close that distance. He's going to have to try and get in. Volkov's got some nasty kicks in there as well. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do and if he can close that distance and if he can get into the pocket just as he likes to do and throw some badass fucking shots. Yeah, I mean, but it's going to be a tough fight for Tai. I reckon he can probably get it done. Keep his rank 6 position. Obviously, Alexander Volkov is rank 7, so it's not really going to progress him anywhere. But at least it gets him back in the winning column and see if he can get back into a title contendership at some point in the future. How old is Tai, actually? I can't even remember that. Does it tell you on this? Bam, bam! Should do at the bottom, shouldn't it? 30 years old. You know what I mean? 30 years old. He's not even in his prime yet. We could see this man fighting for another few years yet. So he can always get back up there and try and go for another title fight at some point if he wants to try and get to that. I think Volkov's kicks are going to be a big part of it. A massive part of it. You know what I mean? If he wants to keep Tai Tuivasa away from him, he's going to need to utilize them as much as he can because Tai's got some fucking hands, mate. Some heavy shots can get landed. And we've seen Alexander Volkov get rocked before, you know what I mean? So I think a few good digs from Tai Tuivasa and it could be over. I'm going with Tai. So my picks on this one, Israel Adesanya, as I said, for the main event because it's Izzy and I think he's just got too many options to get the fight done. Tai Tuivasa, I'm going to go with just because I like Tai. It's like I say, it's not going to be an easy fight, but I reckon he can get the job done. Volkov coming towards the end of his career too, so let's see what happens with that one. Manel Cape versus Felipe Dos Santos. Manel Cape obviously going off on the mic in that press conference there. He was started kicking off at Izzy and all sorts. He's on a 3-fight win streak at the moment. He's got 11 wins by knockout and 5 wins by submission. If you have a little scroll on down, he beat Osborne, he beat Zumagulov, who's now been cut from the UFC, and Dvorak. So let's have a little look at his opponent. Jump back over and check out Felipe Dos Santos. Looks like this man is making his debut in the UFC. Trains at shoot boxing. Fighting style is Muay Thai and he's 20 years old. You know what I mean? He's young, he's hungry. 2 wins by knockout. 3 wins by submission, and 3 first-round finishes. So these boys are going to come out absolutely swinging. I'm going to go with Manel Cape, just from how he seemed in the press conference. He seems hungry, he seems ready. You know what I mean? He's wanting this fight. He's wanting to get Kai Kara France after this. And he's wanting to keep pushing and see where he can get to in this flyweight division. He's obviously ranked 10th at the moment. This isn't really going to do anything for him because he's not against a ranked fighter. But it should be a banger anyway. Before that one, we've got the heavyweight bout, Justin Tafa and Austin Wayne. As I said there, when they squared off, the height difference was crazy. This should tell me on this little bit here if I scroll one down. Diddly D, height 6'6" and 6 foot. It seemed a lot more than 6 inches that was in it. And don't let anybody tell you that 6 inches isn't enough. But mate, 6 inches is a fucking massive jump. And the reach, what was the reach like? Because, I mean, Tafa looks like he's got some pretty long arms, to be fair. But, mate, 6 inches in reach as well. I'm telling you, folks, that 6 inches is going to make a fucking difference. Ashy misses. So let's have a quick look. Like I say, I had a check a minute ago. 6 wins by knockout, 4 wins, 4 first-round finishes for Tafa. This is probably one of my favourite Tafa brothers out of the 2 of them that are in the UFC. And apparently there's a 3rd and a 4th as well. So these guys could just take over. So, yeah, 2-fight win streak against Hunsucker and Parker Porter, and now he's going up against Austin Wayne. So let's go and have a look at his opponent quickly as well. Diddly D, bang that one back over, jump onto Austin Wayne. This will stop being a muppet. So Austin Wayne's got 11 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, and 9 first-round finishes. Yeah, I mean, the man is fucking stacked. And event results, what? Austin Wayne. There's absolutely no way this is his first fight in the UFC. What is going on here? Is it? Nah. Oh, wait. No, because it was an eye poke, wasn't it? Nasty, nasty eye poke, so they've just reset it up. Was that his first fight in the UFC? That's fucking wild, that. I thought I'd seen this man before. Probably in something else, clearly. Yeah, I mean, but I think the way that it was going in that first fight as well, it was looking more like Austin Wayne was getting the better of him until the eye poke, but Justin Tafa, as I say, smaller man. He's going to need to close that distance. The same was tied to Avasa and Volkov. You know what I mean? Try and get in there, get in the pocket, get it dirty, and smash his way through Austin Wayne if he can. And I think with the eye poke that he received, he's probably going to come in there with a bit of bad blood, thinking, right, motherfucker, I'm going to get you. So before that one, we've got the light heavyweight bout, Tyson Pedro and Anton Turkal. Let's have a little look. So we got Pedro with 4 wins by knockout, 5 wins by submission, and 9 first-round finishes. Have a little scroll down. He got beat by Bakaukas. He won against Hunsucker, and he also won against Villanueva, something like that. And then he lost against Rua before that one. Shogun Rua. So if we have a little knock back at his opponent too, let's check out Anton, which is also my middle name. 5 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, and 5 first-round finishes. Have a scroll one down. He's actually lost his first 2 fights within the UFC, so it'll be interesting to see how he performs going in against Pedro here. So yeah, I'm gonna go in these picks. Manel Cape, Justin Tafa, and Tyson Pedro to see how it goes. In the prelims, we've got Carlos Ulberg versus Dawoon Jung. Ulberg is on an absolute fucking tear, and he's got 6 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, 5 first round finishes. The man is fucking scary, folks. Yeah, I mean, he's an absolute monster. 4-fight win streak at the moment, with his only loss coming against Nchukwu at the start and his UFC debut. But he has beat unanimous decision, and then his last 3 have been KO, TKOs against Sharan, Nchukwu, Nuga Moreno, and Potieria. Potieria? Must be. Anyway, fucking knockout artist from the looks of shit. So my pick on this one, before I even look at his opponent in Dawoon Jung, is going to be Ulberg. But this man has got some knockout power too. He's got 11 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, and 6 first-round finishes for Dawoon Jung. Fuck me, mate. So he lost his last fight against Quark, lost against Jacoby as well, lost against Nchukwu. Beat Nchukwu. So the one man that's beat Ulberg is who he's beat. Yeah, I mean, so that's an interesting little stat there to look at. But again, coming off 2 losses, wanting to get back in the win column. but I don't really think that that's going to happen. I think Carlos Ulberg is going to be taking this one too. Before that, we've got Jack Jenkins and Shepe Mariscal. Let's go and have a look at Jack Jenkins. He's on a 9-fight win streak, 5 wins by knockout and 3 wins by submission. If we have a little scroll on down, he's had 2-fight win streak within the UFC. I don't get why they carry on the win streaks when they've changed promotion. Because half the time, it's a completely different level of competition as well. Yeah, I mean, they're not coming in against people that they might have fought in lower promotions. They're coming against the top tier, the best of the fucking world when they walk into the UFC, and the levels change. But obviously this man has emulated what he's done in the past, and he's carried on winning. So he beat Shanis, and he's also beat Emmers, and now he's going into this fight. So again, my pick here is probably going to be Jack Jenkins. Let's have a look at Mariscal, who's looking like a bit more of an experienced fighter. So he's got 6 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission, and 5 first-round finishes. And obviously it beat Peak in his first fight. So, yeah, I mean, 2-fight win streak in the UFC for Jack Jenkins and just 1 fight for Mariscal. But I'm going to go with Jack Jenkins on this one. He is the favourite, -205. Before that fight, we have got Jamie fucking No Malarkey against John Makdessi, and this is going to be a banger too. I think Malarkey's lost his last couple, so he's got 10 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission, and 7 first-round finishes. If you have a scroll one down, no, he lost his last fight against Naimov, and he beat Prado before that, and beat Johnson before that one. So he's going to want to come in here. It was quite a nasty knockout that he received as well, wasn't it, from Naimov? So he's probably going to be thinking about his chin a little bit, and he's wanting to get back in there and get back in the winning column. So he's got 9 wins by knockout from Makdessi and 5 first-round finishes. So these boys should come out straight off the bat, straight in the pocket, and just start flying at each other, to be honest with you. He lost his last fight against Parast. Mate, I butcher these names every single week, so welcome to the show, folks. So yeah, this one's a bit of a tough one to call. I'm probably going to go with Malarkey. I want to see him get back into that winning column. Oh, just the man we were talking about, and I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not saying it. We'll just say Nasrat Akparast. There we go, might have smashed it that time. 9 wins by knockout, 5 wins by decision, and 6 first-round finishes for this man. Scroll on down. Won his last fight against Makdessi, as we were just saying. Lost his fight against Green before that one. And also lost a fight against Hooker before that one as well. Have a little scroll down. He was on a 2-fight win streak before that. Obviously, he had Dober before that one too. So, like I say, 9 wins by knockout there. And then we've got Landon Quinones. He's got 5 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, and 3 first-round finishes. And this is his UFC debut. The man is 27 years old. His fighting style is a striker. And he is fighting out of Sunrise, United States. So, I'm probably going to go with Nasrat in this one. Just a little bit more experience with a Moroccan. You know what I mean? A few more KOs under his belt. So, I'm looking forward to that one. Early prelims, we've got Diamond and Charles Radke. I think Diamond is 1 win by knockout, 1 win by submission, and he has lost his first 2 fights, so he's going to need to fucking get this win, or he's potentially probably going to get cut from the UFC. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Is this man making his debut? He's got 3 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, and 3 first-round finishes for Charles Radke. What's his nickname there? Chuck Buffalo. That's an interesting name, isn't it? Usually he gives you a little bit more about why they're called that, but it doesn't seem to have anything here. So he's fighting from the hometown Wake Forest, United States. He's 33 years old, a little bit on the older side coming into the UFC at this point in his career. So if we scroll on back up, I'm going to go with the debutant, see how he can get on. I don't think Mike Diamond's going to get this one. Like I say, I think after that he's probably going to get cut from the UFC. Before that, we've got Shane Young and Gabriel Miranda. So Shane Young has got 6 wins by knockout, 4 wins by submission. If we have a little scroll on down, he has lost his fucking last 3 fights. Maybe even more than that. I'm not sure on what the Arnett result was there. It was a decision, but it's not telling me who it was that won it. Volkanovski smashed him in 2017. I mean, he's been with the UFC for a good few years now as well, but he's on a bit of a skid, so he's probably going to get cut. He looks like an older version of Kai Kara France, doesn't he? Yeah, I mean, if Kai Kara France was 40, and even though this man's probably not 40, if you have a scroll down, he's 30, yeah, I mean, but he looks pretty fucking old. I'm 32, and he looks well older than me. Anyway, Gabriel Miranda, 15 wins by submission, 14 first round finishes. I'm going with this man by sub. He obviously lost against Saint-Denis, but mate, Benoit Saint-Denis is an absolute fucking monster, so you can't really hold that up against anybody, and that was just in September of last year. But yeah, submission win coming up for Gabriel Miranda, and then Shane Young, from the looks of things, if it's his fourth loss, is gonna get. Where the betting odds at, man, I'm not that much of a betting man, so I don't really shout them out too much, and also it's 10 to 10, I need to get ready and get the dog out, so I ain't got time to sit here and talk about betting. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to be promoting gambling. It's not the best thing in the fucking planet. There's some boys out there that get too stuck into it. Anyway, we got two fucking debutantes. Kiefer Crosby. Is this his well, obviously it's his debut. Is that the boy that's from Cage Warriors? I think, maybe, potentially. Can't remember. Anyway, Kevin Jusat, he's got 3-fight win streak, 4 wins by knockout, and 3 first round finishes. If you have a little scroll on down, he's fighting out of France, city kickboxing, judo. I think there's quite a lot of city kickboxing boys on this card, isn't they? He's 30 years old, and his nickname is Air. Kiefer Crosby, 5 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, 5 first round finishes. Scrolling down, fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, one of the SBG boys, 31 years old, and obviously this is going to be his debut as well. I'm going to go Big BDK is his nickname. I'm going to go with Kiefer Crosby. Obviously, the French had a good weekend last weekend, but let's stick with this one. There's no betting odds for these guys. Sorry, Leroy, bro. But yeah, I'm going to go with Kiefer Crosby on this one. Stick with the Irish, from an Irish family, so why the fuck not? But that's the card, folks. So it's starting at 11:30, I believe. Yeah, 11:30 in the UK. Whatever time that would be to you right now. Obviously, transcribe it and see where you're at. So a nice late one after the 2 early ones that we've had the last 2 weeks and been blessed with. Prelims kick off at 1 a.m. and then we have the main card kicking off bright and squirrely, 3 a.m. in the morning. And I will be on the Fight Week show doing a watch along with my man Ola. We've also got a couple of other boys on there. We've got one of Tom Aspinall's training partners coming on, and we've also got Jota from the EFC, the Bruce Buffer of the EFC. This man has got style, and I hope he turns up in one of his fancy jackets because he looks cool as balls all the time, mate. But it's going to be fun. I've done one watch along with him before, and I'm looking forward to doing this one. The second one, it was quite interesting doing it. So yeah, you can find this on YouTube. I'm probably going to need to try and download it off YouTube so I can stick it on my Spotify too. Or I might just leave it as a YouTube live. I'm not too sure. I don't know how it all works, but I'll figure it out. Also, follow me on Instagram. I've started a new page. I've just been uploading everything on there. So if you're checking it out, it's the Rambling Dad Podcast. Please go and drop me a follow. Trying to upload as much as I can all the time. Stories are usually getting posted every single day. Just fighters, news, whatever it is that's coming up. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Check out the Bloody Good Show, actually. Let's give that one a shout out before I go anywhere. So the bloodygoodshow.info is a podcast platform, or just create a content platform for all things MMA related. We've got Jack Shaw, we've got Arnold Allen, we've got Tom Aspinall, we've got myself. I've got it up. Yeah, let's jump on over to it. The roster. So as I say, Arnold Allen, Coast to Coast Combat Hour, Mom's Basement MMA, Punch Drunk, Tanked Up, The Fight Week Show, The King's Court, MMA Space, myself, the Rambling Dad, The Raspberry Ape, Tom Aspinall. And the team is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So if anybody's out there that's watching this that has a podcast or has anything to do with MMA related content and would like to get featured onto the website, give me a message or contact Pinstripe Paul on Insta or on Twitter too. Just talk to the man and he can have a look at getting you uploaded. We're just trying to have one space, one place where people can go and find all MMA related content and news that they're looking for, because there isn't many platforms out there other than YouTube, and obviously if you jump on Twitter and stuff like that. But great sites, doing great numbers already. So we're just looking forward to how this rolls and how this goes. But there's my page anyway, so you can have a little look at the Rambling Dad. And obviously there's my last post of the Cyril Gane and Sergey Spivak fight from the last weekend, and also my MMA interviews. I've got one there with Arnold Allen, and I've got a few others on the page already too. So yeah, hope everybody has a great end to your week, and we'll see you all live on Saturday night. I can't fucking wait. Really looking forward to it. And yeah, peace. Have a good one, folks.